Right, we are here back in Acox Green with the lovely, the talented, one of 5,000 Gibbs brothers, the oldest. Cori, how you doing?
I'm good. How about you? You good?
All the better for seeing you.
Yes.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
And I know that you've got, obviously, I'm going to talk about this fight that you've got this week. Seems like I haven't seen you fight for ages.
Yeah.
Bit of a layoff. Talk to us about that and then coming back this weekend.
Yeah. Well, it's been a year, over a year now.
Wow.
Over a year since the last fought. Jimmy first, the last time out in May. So yeah, it's been like there's been shows that I've been promised and Cori, you're going to get on this, going to get on that. So I've been staying in the gym. I've been in the gym a whole year. Do you know what I mean? It's what I do anyway. I'm in the gym, so. But it's just frustrating, like dates being confirmed. Cori, you're going to box on this day, that day. You promise you on the next one. Nothing happening. So with me now, it's just like I spoke to Max. I spoke to obviously people around me. I just need to stay active. Do you know what I mean? So if something does pop up, I'm going to be ready anyway. So that's what it is now. This fight is just to get out, shake the cobwebs off, and then move on, and then just push the bigger titles, which I've been planning on for like 2-3 years now. Do you know what I mean? So that's the plan. And then obviously this weekend is literally just to have a little shakeout. Obviously, I've got a decent kid who's been in with quite a lot of top kids like yourself, Barrett, you know, your top kids. So he should give me the rounds which I need. Do you know what I mean? So that's what this fight's about. Just getting the rounds in. Obviously, if I get him out there, I ain't promising anything. It's one of them ones. If it comes, it comes. But yeah, it's just to shake the cobwebs off and then push on to bigger things then, which is titles. So I don't want to be waiting around no more. Do you know what I mean? So it's just like I want to take fights now. That's my main thing.
I know for all the viewers, people might think that you're about 21, yeah. But when you say that you can't wait around, is because you're late 20s now?
No, I'm 30 now.
Oh, see?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like I've been in the game for, well, I turned pro in 2014. Do you know what I mean? So I've been
10 years.
10 years. Do you know what I mean? It's like 10 years in the pro game and still no titles. Do you know what I mean? I've had 20. This is my 20th fight now. Do you know what I mean? So it's like it's just been a lot of promising and letdowns, but it's been frustrating. But obviously I've just stuck to it. Because obviously boxing's all I know. Do you know what I mean? Boxing's all I know. It's what I've been in all my life. So I'm just going to put my all in until nothing happens. Do you know what I mean? It's like I can't turn away from it knowing that I can win titles and there's kids that I'm looking at thinking I should be there. Do you know what I mean? So, but I'm not one of them either. Like, that's their path and that's their journey. But once it's my turn, people will see then like, yo, we've been sleeping on this kid. Do you know what I mean? So it's like I really want to just push on and then beat all these kids now that I'm looking at thinking they're there now. Do you know what I mean? They've got their time, so when's it my time? So yeah, the thing is to stay active and then take the fights that are going to come, which if they do, which hopefully, and they take and they make sense, and then it's push on from there. I want to be world champion by next year. Do you know what I mean? Or the year after. It's like I'm not in the game just to pick up a British title and a bit of dough. Do you know what I mean? So I can put my all in it. I'm putting my all in. If nothing happens, then I've got to look for other opportunities. And but right now it's like this is my main thing.
I totally admire and respect that. The fact that, you know, you've had to wait around for like a year, broken promises, you know, fight dates not happening, you're continuously in the gym. It's frustrating. You said, you know what? I can't do this. I need to be active. As a professional fighter, I've got to be active. Yeah. So talk to us a little bit about this show. I know it's Errol Johnson, so shout out to Errol Johnson, BCB. Talk to us a little bit about the show, and I know you've kind of like touched on the opponent.
Yeah, so it's like, it was originally at Eastside Rooms. It's moved now to, I think it's the Holiday Inn in town now. So yeah, it's just like, so it's like a little small hall show. It's like got some good prospects on it. But for me, it's just to get me out there, like I said, like just to get the cobwebs off and push. Obviously, the kid's a tough kid. He should give me the 6 rounds I need. And then that's what it is. It's just like, obviously, under the lights, it's like, obviously, no cameras there. So it's just for me, really, just to get back out there, get back into the feeling again. And then just a different sort of thing to sparring, do you know what I mean? So I'm back on there, like getting used to getting hit. And then hopefully, by July, there should be something big for me, like a title or something, which I think one got put to me the other day, but I think, and then the kid chose somebody else instead. Do you know what I mean? So it's always them having to deal with as well. It's like I'm saying, yeah, accepting fights, and then they're, oh, no, we've got this kid now, or no, it's only like fucking this sort of dough, when it don't make sense, do you know what I mean? So they know what they're doing. But for me, it's like, that's all I can do is stay.
No, how do you deal with that? So I'm so sorry to interrupt, but you've been a professional boxer for 10 years, you've got goals, you've got aspirations, you've got ambition, you've got the bit between your teeth. You want this, and then you're constantly going through your career.
Yeah.
We'll talk about this last year, and it's like push back.
Yeah.
So you're on a high, yeah, I'm going to fight. Drop, no, I'm not going to fight. Up, down. How do you deal with that, Cori? Because
And it's hard because it's like, that's what it is. It's like I'm in the gym every day. Like, this is where I've been at every day since my last fight. So it's like, and then when there's stuff being commented, I'm even telling to people like, yeah, I've got this, I've got that. And it's been a whole year of me letting people down, and then it's like I'm being let down as well. Do you know what I mean? So it is hard. It is like hard to stay in it, but it's either I'm all in or I'm not. I can't just be like doing bits and bobs here and there. It's like it has to be boxing or something else. Do you know what I mean? So it's like I'm putting all my energy into boxing, and then once, like, obviously another 2 years, 3 years, it still don't happen. Not that long, hopefully, but like another 2 years, if there's still, I'm in the same boat, it's like I'm having to put all my energy into something else then. Because that's what I am. I can't, like, I have to be the best at what I'm doing, do you know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. Yeah, like, it has been hard, and obviously for me and my family and people around me, it's like I'm having to wait on a payday. Do you know what I mean? To get paid as well. And my sponsors and that are fucking saying, yo, wait, like, when you out? I don't know. So everyone's frustrated around me, innit? But it's, for me, I know what boxing is. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's not just happening to me, it's happening to everyone in boxing. So obviously I can't really moan and cry about it. It's like, it's one of them ones you have to take it on the chin. But when it's my opportunity, then people will see then, okay, like we need to stop sleeping on kids like this. Do you know what I mean? And giving them the opportunity. Even just give me a title and and then I'll show that I'm worthy of it, and I'll beat these kids. Do you know what I mean? So I'm one of them, like, when it's my turn, it's my turn. So I'll wait my turn. Do you know what I mean? So, and then I will just exactly show out, and then people will see then, yo, he's really about it.
you are a good fighter. I've watched you. You're one of these fighters that are, I think my favourite thing about you is your footwork.
Yeah.
The way that you're able to find the angles with the shots. That's what caught my eye when I saw you. I think it was either the tournament, but I think there was a fight after at the Coventry Sky Dome. And it was I was like, wow, this geezer's like a ballerina on his feet. So you do need to get out, and we can respect that. And obviously, guys, if you can make it to Holiday Inn, you can contact Errol Johnson, BCB. They're on X, they're on Instagram, and get tickets as well. They've changed the venue. The Holiday Inn's a really nice venue. It's central. You can go for something to eat before you go and watch the fight. So yeah, get behind our boys. I think this is what we really need to see. But listen, I'm going to talk to you about something that's obviously sensitive, but it's something that we can all relate to. My view as an old stranger to know that a couple of years ago, I lost my brother to cancer. Started off in the prostate and then spread bones everywhere. It's not just the letdowns for the fights that you've had to deal with. Talk to us a little bit about what you've had to go through personally this year.
Yeah, just in the past year, obviously I lost my dad just before Christmas time, and that's what I'm saying. Like, even boxing for me, like, he was everything. Do you know what I mean? Like, he started me in the game. He always wanted me to be a world champion. Do you know what I mean? So for me, it's like, even this boxing, I don't want to leave it behind, knowing that he brought me into it, knowing that he said to me every day, like, and his friends and people around him, like, I know what my son's capable of. And my dad's seen me, and obviously frustrating for me, but frustrating for my dad as well. Like, he wanted people just to see me. Do you know what I mean? So that's what it is for me. It's like this past year, and it's like even more, it's giving me more of a drive just to win titles. Do you know what I mean? For him. And he knew how good I was. So he just said, like, son, like, just, like, you know how good you are. Just go out there and show people. Do you know what I mean? That's what it is for me. It's like, I'm doing it for me. And for him, it's like, he was my whole life. And do you know what I'm saying? So he was my main source for everything. So, like, I'd go to him, like, that's what I'm saying. Like ever since he's been gone, I've kind of been lost in a way. Do you know what I mean? But I know that he's with me because of the energy. Like, the energy before he left, his energy was sky high. Do you know what I mean? That's why he was putting me onto certain paths, and my energy, I've raised my energy as well just by stuff that he taught me. So it's like everything that he's been teaching me from since I was a kid, and even in this last year, it was gearing me towards where he knew he was going. Do you know what I mean? So it's like everyone goes someday, and that's what it was for him. He was just saying, son, like, even towards the end, he was like he was saying little things like he was sending me little things on here, like I'm not going to be here forever, but just make like I love you, this, that, and the other. And it was like even just little things like that I can appreciate now, and I realise what he was trying to say to me without saying it. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, he's made me strong. 'Cause obviously, the first month I actually didn't know how I was going to get through certain things. Do you know what I mean? I thought boxing, don't know if I want, like I don't know if I want it no more. Just everything to do with life. It was just, is there any point? Do you know what I mean? Because that's all I knew. Like my dad was all I knew. Was like, if anyone knew, like he was my best friend. And do you know what I mean? So, so losing him, it was a big thing for me. So, but that's what it is. It's made me stronger as well, and it's made me just put all my energy into this and my family now. Like it shows you like you can't take anything for granted. Like my kids, my mum, my siblings. It's like it's brought me. I was close anyway. We've always been a close family, but it's just made me think like I've got to be there for them now, make them strong, and they're helping me as well. We're all helping each other. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I just know that I'm making him proud. I know that he's always going to be proud of whatever I do, and he's still going to be here now, like saying, "Yo, like give him a chance." Do you know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying. Like he always said, like son, everything comes in like when it's your time. Do you know what I mean? So just be patient and just keep doing what you're doing, and it's gonna come to you because you know what you're putting out. Do you know what I mean? So. Yeah, it's like I know he's with me all the time. So with my dad, it's this past year it's been hard, but in a way it's helped me grow as well. Do you know what I mean? It's helped me grow in a lot of ways with gym, my family life, and just me and growing up as a person. Like I've got to do stuff for myself now. It's like, and that's what I feel like. This is a big lesson. It's like it's hard because obviously I've always wanted him here. I thought my dad would always be here, part of my life. Do you know what I mean? But and then as soon as he went, it was just it was a big thing over my life, and I just thought, what am I going to do now? It's like my whole reality just changed. I thought, this is it now, I was in a thing for about a month, and then now I've pulled myself out of it. I know what he wanted for me and what he knew I was capable of, so we just said, like, cool, just keep loving your family, keep loving yourself, and just do your family and me proud, and that's what I'm going to do.
Absolutely beautiful and touching words. I met your father on several occasions, and what I will say is what a character. He was a very, very funny man. Always had some herbal solution for, any ailment going. I can't put it into perspective for the viewers how much your dad was here with you in the gym. I was even saying coming in here and not just seeing him like lurking in the background, watching you doing your workout. It's strange, but I will say that all of you guys, all of the Gibbs family, so shout out to all of you, and Mum Gibbs as well, a tremendous family. Your parents have really done a fantastic job with all of you guys. You look just like your dad. I saw the pictures that you put up, like when he was younger. You are the spit of your father. So he's definitely still here.
Definitely, that's what I'm saying. Like it's like for me, like for all me and my sisters, all my siblings, we get it, and it like my dad was a big character, and he was like, even towards the end, like we know everyone goes someday, and he was just making it all thingy for us and making us believe that like, yo, like I'm still here with you, and his energy was that big. I still feel him around now. Do you know what I mean? Even when I'm in the gym, I feel him still. Do you know what I mean? So I know he's always here, and I know he's always like helping us out, like and steering us in the right direction and the right path. So that's all his thing was like when he was here, is making sure his kids were like, it was nothing for him. He was never like that. It was
selfless.
Yeah, he was. It was like everything for us. It was like the last like bit of food he'd give to us, like anything. Like he'd go without anything just to make sure we had everything. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I always noticed growing up. It was like it was never about him. It was never about like there's this and there's that, like I want this. It was like, no, if my kids are good, I'm good. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I always looked at, and that's what I'm not with my kids now. It's like, as long as they're good, I'm good to go without. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like, it's all for the kids. It's all for the babies, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? And that's what it was for him. It's like, that's why I appreciate him so much. And I miss him because he's like, he made me into the man I am, and my brothers and my sisters, and they're all, like, not just saying because I'm brothers and sisters, but they're all good people. Do you know what I mean? They're like very respectful. They're very respectful, and they're very like tight and loving people. So yeah, like I appreciate him and my mum. Do you know what I mean, for bringing us up and having respect and manners and being a loving family.
Tion, I'm going to try and get Tion into it. You know where it goes. Anytime we get together, like the last time I was saying, your dad was in the background, and I was like saying, "Oh, shout out to the Gibbs with the 7,000 kids." Do you know what I mean? I just need you to get in to make sure you're in shot. Look, come here, no, because I need the mic. I was just saying I wanted to do a piece for like you guys because I want, you know, like you make like 10 years time, innit? You guys are going to look back to where you are. This kind of point is a turning point for both of you. This isn't necessarily for you, but this is something for your kids and the future generations to look back. And I just want like people to see how like brave and strong the two of you are. Yeah. Cori spoke about legacy with your dad. Yeah. You know, him being there, being the selfless man that he was. Tion, I know you're the one that always looks on the bright side, always has a smile on his face.
That's all there is, fam. That's all there is. That's it. Like, in every moment you have two choices in it. You can. The saying is something like, in every moment you have two choices, one that brings you closer to spirit and one that takes you further away from it. And it's like, if you have the choice to see the positive in everything, it's like you're choosing you're choosing the negative. There's only the positive, fam.
When are you going to be back out? Because you're another one that's keeping busy. Like I said, I know you guys live in the gym, but when are you going to be back out, Tion?
Whenever the universe delivers me an opportunity, fam. Literally, it's as you said, like staying busy all the time. But yeah, whenever the opportunity arises, I'll be there.
One of the things that I want to ask you is, I know you said that your dad left you with a lot of memories, a lot of courage, a lot of words of advice. But what is the biggest thing that you would say that your father did and has taught you?
Being himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was himself, and that then in turn created who I was as a person and what I liked and what I disliked. And I say disliked, it's just what I prefer not to be around. Yeah. Yeah. And that's it. Like he was exactly who he was meant to be for him.
Yeah, like you weren't like...
And he was his person for us as well, so, yeah.
Like you weren't like... He didn't change for nobody, do you know what I mean? Like whoever was around, if he didn't like what somebody said, he'd tell him. He'd be like, nah, like that's not right. Or it'd be, yeah, like, so he was true to himself, and he was very like... He was a very loving man to people that he actually cared about. Do you know what I mean? If he didn't really like your ways, he wouldn't really have you around him because of your energy, because he'd say, like, you're bringing my energy down. Get away from me in a nice way. Do you know what I mean? So, and that's what it was. He was like very just, if he didn't like you, he would be protective of his energy. And if he did, then he'd make it known. Like he would actually care for you and actually go out of his way to help you. And that's what it was in the end. He showed you how much he cared about people by food. He was on about food to people, like, you keep eating the way you're eating, you're gonna be gone. But that's what I'm saying, like, he didn't know how to say stuff. Sometimes if you keep on eating, you're gonna be dead. Do you know what I'm saying? And he was like, obviously, what are you eating in the mornings? And I would say, and he'd be like, oh my God. And he'd be like, have you took the, obviously not going too deep into it, but like, have you took the jabs? Have you done this? Have you done that? Oh no, you're gone, you've done this now. And then he said, but you know what? There's a way around it. Then he'd be like herbs. Certain herbs get rid of like heavy metals, food gets rid of heavy metals. Yes, alkaline, yeah, like fruit. And that's what it is. It's like you need to eat to live, not to die. Do you know what I mean? And that's what it is. There's a geezer that we follow on Thingy, and he was like, you either love your life or you don't. And you see the people that do because they look after their bodies by eating the right foods, eating what nature has brought to you, like apples, your fruits, your veggies, instead of the artificial shit that's in crisp and that now, when it's newspapers of like ingredients. Do you know what I mean? And he actually said, if you want to change your life, stick to this. And obviously he'd write like diets out for people. He would say, get in the gym, come and train with me, this and that. So he always wanted people just to be healthy. And that's what it was in the end. If you're not healthy, like health is wealth, innit? If you're not healthy, then nothing else matters. You know what I mean? So that's what it was for him in the end. He was very, like I said, like very selfless and very loving. Like he just wanted to help everyone in the end. Because he'd done damage to his body by doing the wrong things. He wanted everyone to be like, learn from his mistakes and do better. And that's what he was. And that's what everyone loved him for. He was like, yes, like, and every day he was getting calls and that, like educating people on certain things. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what it was, man. That's what everyone like knows him as well. Like a very loving man and very like selfless and very just to help other people. He's one of them ones, man. I love him.
Listen, and the thing is, love never dies. I really appreciate the both of you because I know I get it. It's not an easy subject to talk about, but I know how close you all are, and I just wanted to do something to commemorate the memory that when he was in the flesh, when he was in this form of Senior Gibbs, as I like to call him. So listen, both of you, all the best for your fight. Get them cobwebs dusted off. Listen, Tion, get out as soon as you can. It's a pleasure.
Always a pleasure with you. Thank you.
These guys, Birmingham, as you know, Acott's Green Boxing Gym, the Gibbs family, there's about 900 brothers following them. This is just the beginning.
Yes,
Do you know what I mean? The whole of Birmingham is going to be surnamed Gibbs by 2040. So, yeah, it's a pleasure.
40, yeah.
Yeah, you can hear Daddy O in the background putting his 50p. Listen, thank you for your time, gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
Until the next time.
Peace and
People say I'm toxic, and honestly, I don't care.